Alright, I'm making another book review. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is the third book in the series, and it was published in 1999. And according to wordsrated.com, it has sold over 65 million copies. Let's just do the math real quick on this. Now, this is nowhere accurate, but let's just say every book sold for $15. 65 million times 15 bucks. $975 million. Just going by that, the book is practically a billionaire. I mean, what? Now, let's get into the book. First, let's start with the cover. And this one's not bad. This one's not bad. I like the hippogriff and the orange. It's kind of cool. But it's going to take the second place spot for me. Chamber of Secrets still holds the first spot on the covers. I mean, just the Red Phoenix, Fox, I don't know how to say his name. Now, this book, in terms of its contents, is the best one, in my opinion, so far. This book really starts to darken the tone of the Harry Potter series. And the kids, like Harry, Ron, and all the first years in the first book, are really starting to age, and they're not just kids anymore. They're really starting to grow up and turn to teens and adults. This book, out of the previous two, starts the fastest and keeps its foot on the gas pedal. I mean, right from the beginning, in the first chapter, the TV is on, it's playing the news, and it's talking about Sirius Black, he's terrorist, and he's escaped Azkaban. And boom, you're off. I mean, this book has the pace of the night bus. You know what I mean? It's... As you can tell, I love the chapter with the night bus. It was great, and with the subtle griff, you know, and that was threaded pretty much throughout the whole story of Harry's death is coming soon. But just the night bus chapter and just the night bus in general was awesome. Yeah, Ernie praying and Stan Shunpike. He put Ernie in the Indy 500. I mean, geez, he's a madman. And I love this artwork too, just of Ernie sitting in the front seat. Where's the sponsor stickers at? After that, you got Cornelius Fudge at the leaky cauldron somehow. I think it's called Leaky Cauldron. But he's magically there and just waiting for him, which I thought was just strange. And I'm sorry, there's something up with him. Fudge is full of fudge. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, like I was saying, this book was just very fast-paced, and my attention never really drifted. A new character was introduced, and he's become one of my favorites, Lupin. Lupin was he was finally a competent dark arts teacher. But he also had a very mysterious vibe to him. And even when you just first meet him in the train, he's just sleeping, and it's like, okay, wait a minute. You're telling me there's like this escaped prisoner, and all of a sudden there's this just random guy sleeping. Looks like he's on the run, just sleeping on the train. Okay. And so the whole book, I mean, I was pretty much waiting for him to turn evil or something to pop up that he's evil. And that's what makes the ending so good on this book, which I'll get into later. But just that little part of me always thinking he's gonna be evil is what makes the ending very well done. Now, I don't know why, but the Quidditch final was so good in the book. I mean, I was celebrating. I mean, Oliver Wood got the chip, man. You know, there was a question if they were gonna win, this and that. You know, it was close. Oliver Wood. And overall, this book was just filled with great scenes. Just great scene after great scene after great scene. And it had backstories, you know, backstories for Harry's parents and stuff. Great backstories that just filled in, you know, the history part of things. And it introduced Hogsmeade. That was pretty cool to read about. And the Marauders map. Learning that Harry's dad was part of the Marauders map. And overall, all of that, just the interweaving parts was really cool. And it was really well done. This book was really well thought out and done. And the twist was good again. Now, these past three previous books have kind of followed the same formula in where it really drives home that this one person is bad. And it really has you follow Harry thinking this person is evil. And in the end, it's someone else, you know? And there's a point where it's like, okay, try to get it like a different formula here. You're just formula. But this one does it really well and is the best out of the two. So, I mean, if it's improving every time, can't really go wrong with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like I was saying with Lupin earlier, the whole book, I'm just waiting for something to pop out that he's evil, or whatever this. He's getting sick. He's got to drink this stuff from Snape. Whatever. He's too good. He's too good. You know, just like the previous formulas we've been going through on the books is, you think this guy's bad? Well, the guy you think's really good is going to turn bad. I felt like he was going to be the bad guy the whole time. So when Lupin gives Sirius the hug in the room, you're like, boom, there it is. I mean, I got a big forehead, you know, I can see stuff like that, you know? It makes you feel good, like, yes, I predicted something. And then they're like, not so fast. They kept going back and forth, and I was really like, okay, is it Lupin's the bad guy? Or is it Pettigrew? Is it Lupin, or is it Pettigrew? I kept going back and forth. And then finally, when Snape gets there and that whole backstory interweaving, whatever, and yada yada, and then finally you learn that it was Ratatouille all along. Overall, my whole point is it was just done very, very well. Also, the time travel with it was kind of cool to read about, when they're in the time travel and they're seeing, their previous events happen, they're seeing them walk. That was pretty cool to read. But also made me wonder, it was like, how much does Dumbledore know? I mean, look at him, these past 3 books, he's this powerful wizard, and he knows so much stuff, and he's always giving these insights and whatever. In the first book, he made this miraculous twist where he had Harry have the one to get the Sorcerer's Stone. When you look into it, he's doing jack nothing. He's just sitting back and telling Harry, hey, this, that. Does he just want Harry to solve everything, or this, or it's just weird. It's just weird because with the time travel thing, he saw him and whatever, so he knew the time travel was going to happen. It's just weird. It's weird why he's choosing just to lay back. But overall, this book was a great book. I got one quote. I tried to look for more. I keep spacing out on the quotes for some reason. And the quote I got is from good old Dumbledore. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if only one remembers to turn on the light. I mean, come on. It's just good. This is why I started in enjoying reading, is these gold nuggets that you get in reading, where it's just these cool quotes that really, you read them and you're like, oh, okay, I'm putting that in. And it's more so with the nonfiction books, but every time you get one in a fiction book, cool. It's like, okay, yes, you take it. That's it for me. Hopefully these book reviews are getting a little better. I'm trying to tweak them here and there and try to get them better, trying to find some ways, but get some more Cowboys videos out there, and look out for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Peace.